Just checking on a few things before we get started. What's going on, guys? DHR2 Productions. Welcome to a brand new episode of Chill Stream. It's been a while since I live streamed, but I'm doing things differently this time. But yeah, we're starting things off with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. This one is really interesting and had me by surprise. I didn't really expect it to be, you know, Adam part. Well, we all knew that Adam was going to be in the game because of the leaked photos on Twitter, and yeah, he looks really good. He looks better in Battle for the Grid than he does in Legacy Wars. And there are times when I played Legacy Wars on my phone, Adam is just too daggone broken. Not only on Legacy Wars, but on Battle for the Grid. And let me tell you why. Because he is so broken, they got him doing this Naruto ninja technique, um, clones and everything. He's kind of like the noob cyber of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. And Adam is my favorite Power Ranger, in the JD form, and as the original Black Ranger as well. So, just like Zach, Adam is by far one of my favorite ones I've seen thus far. And yeah, and it's starting the show. They also debut uh, Doggy Kruger, Shadow Ranger, but Doggy Kruger can't get it out. Doggy looks really different, in Battle for the Grid. When they gave him this civilian form, and quite honestly, I think he looks the best with or without his Ranger form. With the sword, he still fights the same, but they gave him like his regular outfit, just like on the show. And poor Sandra, I think she's gonna be everyone's least favorite character in Battle for the Grid now that she's introduced to the roster, and they're just teasing Rita Repulsa's gameplay by December. So I think they're gonna show both Rita and poor Sandra's, gameplay trailer whenever it comes out. Man, Battle for the Grid, it looks, what I'm saying, it is looking pretty good. I like what I see, and they're showing some huge promises in the future. So I can't wait to see some, gameplay. I want to see uh, Max Donian's reaction to this season 4 pass trailer. I know he's gonna go crazy when he sees like new additional characters, especially a ninja character. And I seen one video on YouTube, and I didn't even watch all the way. And he was like, he has no idea who Adam is. I'm like, yeah, I think this guy hasn't even watched season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when they got their JD powers. Started with the movie, then season 3 picked it off, Uh, but I think Adam in his JD form is from the movie because of the headband. So, I mean, it would have been cool if they actually gave him like traditional weapons, like ninja weapons, but to each his own, right? I guess we can talk about. Where I was talking about. Oh yeah, Marvel's Wolverine. I almost forgot the name of the title. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Wolverine. Wolverine is looking pretty good. I like, I like how the little teeth look, the claws coming out of his fist. Like Wolverine is going to be a legit game, even though it's going to be rated M for mature. And I kind of figure since he's like a violent character, so I say go for it because Insomniac knows exactly what they're doing, but it's not going to play like Marvel Spider-Man or Miles Morales. It's a different game, and you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. My ear itching. And yeah, I think Wolverine is going to be one of the best games everybody is going to be end up playing, over the new Spider-Man 2. Although Spider-Man 2 looks really interesting because of Venom and Crave the Hunter. So I think both games are going to end up being anticipated throughout the years, but it's going to end up coming out in 2 years. So they have yet to start developing each game, So I am here for it. So yeah. Um, let's talk about Dino Fury for a minute. Now, as y'all know, Easy, the news broke that Easy came out as LGBT Ranger, and I think for the first time, an actual Power Ranger is actually gay. And I was a bit irritated at first. I did not like the idea of her being gay. When she was first introduced in episode 4, I thought she was just a straight character. She was Googling all over Zato, you know, being that he's from RevCon, you know, uh, I guess Becca Barnes want to add her little, I want to say politics, but her little, agenda to one character. And now that you think about it, it's kind of obvious that AZ was going to be LGBT because in episode 4, when she ripped off her skirt, when she said skirts on her thing, it's obvious. But I can't get mad at it though. But it's only for like one episode, but it's not gonna, drag on throughout the entire series. So at the end of the day, what's done is done. I just want this season 1 to be done and over with, so I don't want to have to deal with no more spoilers or whatever. So yeah, give me a few minutes, man. I'll be right back with y'all. All right, I think I look much better here. All right, so getting back to what I was saying about Dino Fury, I think, what's done is done. Like I said, I don't have to like it or love it, but I do respect Izzy for coming out. I think it's obvious, since episode 4, like I said, when she ripped off her skirt saying that skirt's on her thing. So it's kind of obvious, like I said before. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to some new episodes of Dino Fury, but I think they're going to start out with episode 9, but I'm going to skip episode 9 because I already did my reaction and my review of it. So that all the way from 11. So they might as well just come out with episode 12 on Nickelodeon. So although it's another easy focus episode, actually there are 2 easy focus episodes. One is from dealing with her coach, and one is the fact that she's have a female love interest. And then the rest is some more interesting stuff. That I think episode 15, I think 6, I think 17 is another filler episode because Ollie wants to do a story when Harvey tries to help him out and everything, but I'd rather just skip that because that don't even matter. So therefore, I would just skip the filler episodes and just go with the episodes that is focusing deep on the plot that makes sense, you know. So yeah, there's going to be some international spoilers, in the UK. At this point, I don't even care anymore because Nickelodeon is just a terrible home for Power Rangers because they give you like 9 or 8 episodes and then they go on a long hiatus. And as soon as the end of 2021 comes, that'll be it for Nickelodeon because they don't want to ruin Power Rangers. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, if it wasn't for Power Rangers, I mean, if it wasn't for Power Rangers, you know, I can't even get it up. If it wasn't for Nickelodeon, Power Rangers wouldn't exist. I am tired of hearing that stupid argument because you know how I feel about it. Because that's why you got Netflix, and hopefully they'll give they'll give the kids more time to get up and get itself together to watch a new episode on Netflix, so they wouldn't have to get up early in the morning around 8 o'clock to watch a new episode. Like, that's dumb. So I kind of miss the times when they used to air episodes like around 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 11 o'clock in the morning. So that way, you ain't got to worry about being tired after getting up. So, yeah. Dino Fury is coming back next Saturday, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for my reaction and review. Let me check. Google, what episodes returns for Power Rangers Dino Fury or Nickelodeon going to be airing? Let's not forget Hamilton Bond being a part of this whole. Yeah. I don't think that was Saban. I think that was all Nick. They want to do this whole 22 episode per season, and that needs to stop. So hopefully when Power Rangers shows up on Netflix next year exclusively, I'll be down to watch a full season, then go on a ridiculous hiatus. Not me, Big D. Watching the football team blew it. They had a chance of scoring a 16 and 20 touchdown, but Antonio Gibson, he screwed up. So I could care less about watching the football team. At least your team did good, in week 1. Watching the football team, as usual, always losing. Can never get things done. I mean, this team is just trash, man. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to find the episode. The episode is going to be airing next Saturday on Nickelodeon. This Saturday on Nickelodeon. Oh, screw it. I can't find that anyway. But like I said, I think Dino Fury is going to end up coming back. So, yeah, I think that's about it I have for y'all. And, yeah. This is just a short little chill stream. Nothing spectacular happened. Just want to give y'all some updates on what's been happening as of lately. So, one more thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip episode 9 because I already seen it. I already react to it. So, there's no point. I'll just skip until they get to episode 12 and then I'll react to it. Until then, I'm skipping episodes. Very funny bit, D. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, that Mortal Kombat 2021 movie came out this year? Well, I did a video on it earlier when I spread the news that they're going to be developing sequels. Well, it's happening. because despite what everybody else thinks of the movie, the film did do great in the box office. It did break box office records. So therefore, we're getting the sequel, and Johnny Cage will be in it. So no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2021 did not bomb to the box office, but it made money. You know what I'm saying? It made its what, 83 million. And you know what I'm saying? It made its money, and it saved a lot for the sequel to be in development. Yeah, I mean, of course they can. You know, Johnny Cage is going to be in it. It's already been confirmed. You know, producer Todd Garner actually confirmed it, that he wanted his favorite character to be in the sequel, so it's going to happen. And he was watched towards the end of the film. They did tease, you know, Johnny Cage ending when, yeah. Yeah, of course they can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, Big D, Todd Gardner and them know exactly what to do. The film makes so much money in the box office. It has its fan base, including myself. Real Mortal Kombat fans will love and support this film because where I come from, I like what I see. I'm critical, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The sequel will happen. So Todd Gardner just confirmed it. Also, Simon did say that everyone had to check the list of things that Saban had set for them before Dino Fury. You know what? That could be the reason why, you know, they kept bringing in, you know, comedy duos. Uh, Jay and J Borg are one of the worst additions in Dino Fury, and I just wish they could just stop bringing in comedy duo. VJL, what's up? How you doing, man? I just wish that they could just stop bringing in comedy duos in Power Rangers seasons when you wanted the seasons to be focused on the Rangers and the plot. Stop bringing in comedy duos because that will kill the show's momentum of being good. And I'm gonna tell you something. When Hasbro brought the company 3 years ago, when Beast Morphers came out on Nickelodeon, the ratings were not that good. I didn't care about the ratings. I could care less about the ratings. What I care about is the show being good. What's up, JJ Wilson? That's really all that matters to me. So Beast Morphers ratings don't matter to me. I like some episodes and I hate certain episodes. And what I think of the season overall is my viewing point and my opinions only. It's about what I think, what I believe on a different perspective on things on the show. But as for Dino Fury, somebody said that Dino Fury is suffering from the same thing when it comes to ratings. I can care less about the ratings at all. I don't care about ratings. So as long as the show is good when it comes to story and writing and action, the action in this show has been pretty good so far. So you can't get, you know, mad at that. So I'm forever grateful for the action and Dino Fury, especially in episode 4. That episode was one of my favorite ones because of the fight scenes and the introductions to, you know, Harvey and Izzy, the Garcias. You know what I'm saying? That is one of my favorite episodes of season 1. Actually, one of the best to ever written. Quality comes first. Exactly, Big D. So I think what Saban did, I think he wanted to continue to do the bulk and skull bull crap in every single season that comes out on Power Rangers, you know, when it comes to them being aired on Nickelodeon or even Netflix. Because I think Saban has a thing of not letting go of the past instead of embracing the future. Mighty Morphin wasn't even that great from the start. It may be iconic, but it wasn't even that perfect from the season, especially in season 1. So you keep using Mighty Morphin elements in current seasons that you're adapting from Sentai. And that right there is something you need to stop doing. So, and one thing I forget to mention before I end this off, Simon Bennett was on Twitter and he responded with the fan asking him about Q Ranger Q Ranger and Lube Ranger versus Power Ranger, those sometimes fans still wanted to be adapted into Power Rangers. But Simon is not going for that. Neither one of them is going to get adapted because he claims that Power Rangers as cops is problematic today, and Power Rangers as robbers is also problematic because one, Power Rangers are not criminals. Okay, I think this is where I need to double down on some of the stuff he said. Power Rangers as criminals, it could be a fitting object for a show if you've done it. You know what I'm saying? If you do it right, maybe they could go from being robbers and criminals to being superheroes because once they become Power Rangers, they become superheroes. And then you have your police side of the Rangers. They can end up becoming heroes as well, fighting against the robber Rangers, and then they team up, on the show, fight criminals, save the world until they defeat the enemy in the finale. It's all about being creativity. So I don't understand what Simon is talking about. You know what I'm saying? I guess he probably didn't watch SPD. Yeah, I mean, SPD is a very underrated season, despite the college explosions that I have with the show, But the story and the acting was really good on the most part because it told a story, especially the Shadow Ranger's background. His was tragic, losing his people to Grum. His whole planet, his people was destroyed. He vowed to never held the sword again because of it. So, but I think to me, Simon, I think he might have butchered what he said. Yeah, man, Shadow Ranger is good. He's one of my favorite Rangers and characters on the show because of his backstory. And it's very tragic, but he the GOAT. So like I said, Simon, I think he might have made a big mistake with saying that, Power Rangers as cops and robbers are problematic. So, and I know he doesn't want to adapt Q Ranger because one, that show has too many Rangers to adapt. Dino Supercharged may have done it, but that season alone had little to no development for each character. And you know what? That is just a sad part because you want to make sure that each and every Ranger has its own development, when it comes to storytelling. So maybe there's a possibility that Q Ranger might end up getting adapted. If it's done right, yeah, but if not, then oh well. Yeah, I mean, in Big D, what I really like about Shadow Rangers costumes is the Puppet Master. I mean, I feel like they did the season right because just imagine Ninja Turtles getting a live, going live action on a TV show. If it was on a, like a kid show, don't end up going, Ninja Turtles the next mutation crap. Like if you use, Puppet Masters on live television with real emotions, if it does look right, if you do it correctly, it can work. So yeah, Lube Ranger versus Power Ranger and Q Ranger would not be adapted for Power Rangers. Maybe next year too. I mean, look, I don't know what's going to happen after Dino Fury, but they're talking about splitting from Toei, which is something that is natural, and I still don't believe that bull crap. So I remember Kevin Nash and Super Shredder. Yeah, I didn't find this out until years ago when I was watching documentaries. But yeah, crazy. When I see the concept Lube Ranger versus Power Ranger, all I could see is Z and Jack had remained as Robin Hoods, while the rest became Rangers. I think they would have gone with the SPD route. I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't repeat, let history repeat itself once again. Like, be something totally original and something different, then you could actually do that. If I were the head writer on the show, I would probably adapt one of those Rangers. I mean, one of those Sentai seasons in the Power Rangers. If I come up with something different and watch every single episode of Luma Ranger versus Power Ranger, create something. Don't make it like the Sentai, but be original and be its own thing. You can still use some of the Sentai footage, but don't use all of it. Use limited footage of it. Like, balance it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, before I end this stream, yeah, I think E-Rock at some point he's gonna have to stop making videos on VGL because this whole thing is getting really, really old and fast. You know, a grown man acting like a man child over a video game. Dog, just stop with the nonsense. That's all I gotta say. With that being said, y'all, that's gonna be it for this chill stream episode 14. I had a good time with y'all coming out, talking with you as always. Shout out to Big D, Terrell Thattis, VGL58. So shout out to everybody who is watching right now. So if y'all enjoy this, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next content. So I'm out.